Hey everybody, it's been a long time. Welcome back to my channel. I just figured I hadn't been around for a little bit and I would maybe just catch everybody up. It's been a little crazy in my house. My son's in virtual school, my daughter's home today, and my husband's working in the bedroom. So I just wanted to do a little bit of follow-up, just kind of where I've been, what's been going on. Pretty much I'm 2 years and 3 months off, I think yesterday, so not too bad. I'm doing a bunch of healing. I basically have left is the histamine issues. They're not as severe. I'm not taking Allegra and Pepcid every single day like I was, every week, every month. It was just nonstop. I've still been on the low histamine diet, but I've like cheated and I've added things back, so it's been really good. I still have the issue with the fats, like I had said before, like the big heavy oils, the vegetable oils. If I do too many of them, I get really, really bad inflammation. Like I'll start itching around my neck, my back starts to inflame. It's not pretty. So, biggest thing, I mean, I know so many of you guys are hurting in benzo withdrawal, and that's why I try to come back and do videos. I know it's been 3 months, but the biggest thing that I've learned through this whole disaster is nothing heals us. Like, I'm going to be real with you. You may get mad at me and be like, oh my gosh, like, why are you saying this? It's not to be negative, but it's to be realistic. Supplements didn't heal me. They made me feel a little better, but it seemed like time was the only thing that started to change. And as you all know, I got worse before I got better. I mean, I thought when I jumped, hey, I can handle these windows and waves, this isn't a big thing. Another benzo warrior, Jason, had mentioned it in his video, like, I get people to get mad at me, and I'm only trying to be realistic. Like, what I mean by that is, I was told 6 months, I was told a year, I was told 3 months, I was told 4 months. Never happened. So to give somebody false hope, I understand we want to keep everybody going, but you also have to be realistic with people and tell them the truth. And the truth is, this is a brain injury. This is no different than going out and getting hit by a car or getting in an automobile accident. This is real. Like, you know, this is not something that you're just going to heal overnight. Once you take the drug away, the problem is of why we get worse, because the mechanics in our body aren't available. They're still not working. Everything is sedated. So with that being said, you come off of it and it's like you're left for yourself to function without the components to function. So your body is just everywhere. And I know that I had that because my legs were wonky. And if I laid in bed too long, I couldn't get up. And when I got up, it was like my brain didn't want to work with my body, no matter what I was doing. So I just feel like so many people are intimidated. I get it. Who wants to wake up sick every day? Nobody wants to feel like they have the flu every day. Nobody wants to be sick. But unfortunately, the only way through benzo withdrawal is through it. I mean, it is the ugly, ugly truth. No, my journey isn't someone else's. People may have recovered a lot quicker than me, but from the most people that I've seen, it seems like benzos are a long process. And again, the longer you're on them, it's not that we don't heal, it's longer it's going to take to fully recover. And I guess it's one of those things where like you have to fight for dear life. This is the biggest fight of my life that I've ever had to do. I could be talking to you right now and feeling great, and 20 minutes later, massive headache hit me in the face because today I decided to wear makeup, you know? Could be someone's car exhaust outside is just making me feel icky, giving me, you know, vertigo, giving me tinnitus. So the biggest thing is being consistent, not going on a bunch of supplements and drugs. There are so many people in my group that try to sell supplements, this and that. I'm not against them. But I will tell you, I tried, when I did my supplements, it was one at a time. So I started my D3K2, did that for a few weeks, seen how I was feeling with it, and then I added something. Because that way I would know if I'm going to react, where did the reaction come from? Did the reaction come from, the D or the C? I mean, I wouldn't know if I took too many. And remember, your body is like hypersensitive. Your central nervous system can't take already what's going on, the bright lights and the loud noise outside, believe it or not, the exhaust in a car, chemicals that we inhale every day, nail polishes, foods. So imagine, throwing a supplement down your hatch, your body is going to react crazy because it's overreacting to everything else already. So for me, I tried the D3. I'm not pushing supplements, but I will tell you that Seeking Health, I found for me, they had the less fillers in them. So when I took them, I didn't feel like I was going to get sick or that instant anxiety or that really flushing and sweating spot. So I've been on those for a long time. Then I decided to add, well, first it was my probiotic, and I feel like healing my gut made a difference. So in Jason's video, I just listened to his video. You can, I'll leave a link below. Jason really helped me. Hey, Jason, if you're watching this. But he's right. Like, healing your gut heals your mind, and it's 100% accurate. Like, there's no arguing it. My gut, once I healed it, I wasn't running to the bathroom every time I ate something. I didn't have all this gassing. Like, I had gassing so bad, it was up like in my chest area. It was so bad. So healing the gut did heal my brain, but also getting up every day. Your brain makes timestamps of memory, of complete memory. So what I mean by that is, like, your brain is an imprint of everything you do every day. When you stop doing those things, your brain doesn't know how to do them anymore. So I know it's easier said than done, but I did it in my worst. Even if it's just 10 minutes a day, I would sit in the chair, and I think I told you guys this story, and I would just sit there and like move my legs to the video. Even if I couldn't stand, I was so weak that standing was like, I was just going to fall over. My muscles are still weak because I can't work out. When I work out, I have mast cell attacks. So what I'm going to start this week, and I'll let you know how it goes, is I'm going to try to do the band resistance, or resistance bands, if I'm saying that right, where at least I can strengthen. Most of it's my lower body, if you notice. I hate this. I don't know if any of you are dealing with this, comment below. I'm dealing with, okay, so I have bigger hands, but my veins never used to do this. Never in my life. My veins never used to pop out like that. So if you look in my arms, like, I'm pretty muscular, but like my veins will pop out on occasion. My legs, we won't even show those. They are so bad with varicose veins, spider veins, broken veins. I've linked it all to histamine intolerance, unfortunately. My cholesterol's through the roof. If you saw what I ate in a day, you would be shocked because it's through the roof. But I did some research, and something to do with histamine makes it impossible for the amino acids to break down. So in return, you have high cholesterol. So, but yeah, so I mean, like I said, I know people don't want to do this. I get it, but the only way through Benzo is through Benzo. And Jason did say it best in his video. Oops, pause, guys. Hey, sorry guys, but yeah, just telemarketers want to call all the time. I should have known better. I should have ignored it. But what I'm saying is, it's not easy. Like, the human body is so hard for us to wrap our mind around the fact that this is going on. Like, how does our body go through such trauma and traumatic experience, and we go to the ER and there's nothing wrong? I mean, you guys know, my ER visits were a long line of them, from dehydration to just really thinking I was dying from cancer. Like, I swore that when I went in, I was going to die. Then I ended up with 2 major surgeries during withdrawal and influenza A, which I still swear was COVID. But I'm here, I'm here. I'm grateful. So anything I can do to help you guys, I'm not a doctor, I can't make it go away. I wish I could. But anything I can help with, let me know. Hey y'all, sorry about that. So yeah, so like I said, now I lost totally where I was, brain fog. But yeah, it's tough. it's tough. I've been out of groups for a while. You know, no disrespect to groups. They've saved me. But I just feel like I'm at a stage where I just need to kind of stay away from the groups. I think it's because I feel sometimes guilty that like people are struggling so bad, and then like when I have good days it makes me feel guilty, and then I feel like I shouldn't have good days, and then it kind of brings me down. So it's not anything anyone's doing wrong. I just feel like I feel bad. I feel bad that I can't allow people to like come into the future and see that eventually they do get better, that they do heal. So, you know, I'm not really in groups much. Really all my symptoms, to be honest, I don't have a lot of mental. I'm still having a hard time, like, I feel like maybe connecting with people. And I think a lot of it has to do with COVID, though, too. COVID has made the outside world so scary. Like, people are just hateful. People are just not, like, welcoming of each other. They're not bringing each other up. People want to argue over politics on social media and things like that. It's just a sad world. So I think, you know, once, you know, recovering, it's like I'm ready to go out and live life, and life is, like, shut down at the time. So that makes it really depressing for a lot of us too, like being home and happen to be home now. I'm not vaccinated. A lot of people have asked me, I want to be, but I'm so scared because of how I react to histamine and my mast cell issues. I don't really know what the right answer is. I haven't gotten a chance to ask my allergist what he thinks. I'm just scared because I know my mom got the influenza last year and there was something in it and it made her really sick. I think it was polyglycol, if I'm not mistaken. So same thing, you know, I don't know what the right answer is. I want to be safe, but it hasn't been tested enough. Everybody's body is not the same. One size doesn't fit all. I don't know what the answer is, but I don't discourage anybody from getting it. If you feel that's what you need to do, I'm all for, you know, do you. You got to do what's right for you. I can't tell you what worked for me will work for you, but I will tell you diet, no matter what that looks like to you. Diet was number one. Healing my gut was really number one. Diet was number two, and how I healed my gut was with diet and with the right probiotics. Eliminating stress. I know that's a really cliche thing to say, but stress, I don't handle it well. You know, I just like feel like it takes a toll on my body more. I try to give everything, you know, I do believe in God, to God, and give him the things that I just have no control over because I won't ever have control over it, you know? So, yeah, I just wanted to pop on here and give you guys a little bit of hope. It's been 2 years and 3 months. I'm getting some of me back, some of my laughing back. Some days is better than others. But yeah, so I just, you know, don't lose hope. I know it's not easy. Reach out to somebody, taper with somebody, you know, there's always support out there. It may not be what the support should look like to us. I know a lot of people are struggling with families, not believing them. Oh, that makes me angry. I'm just going to put this out here, but I feel like this, and this is just me, but if you claim your love for somebody, if you really care about somebody and say you care about them and you love them and they are a part of your life, I mean, whether they're a mom, an aunt, a cousin, an uncle, whoever they may be, how can you push them away just because you don't understand what they're going through? So if you don't have to understand what they're going through, but if you truly love someone, it shouldn't matter. You should automatically be there for them because you know that this wasn't them before the drug, that they were never like this before. You know, I don't get some of these families just throwing out their moms and their dads and their aunts and their uncles and their sisters just because they don't believe it. Like, you don't have to feel everything that we go through, but why would we sit around lying about being sick? That's not something that I feel like I'm not gaining nothing out of it. I lost my 20s and my 30s due to illness. And it was a simple fix. It was histamine the whole time. But instead, they put me on a benzodiazepine and never told me it was dangerous and it would stop working after 8 months. And here I am today. But why not believe people? Like, why? My son had cancer. You all know that, a brain tumor. But I still supported him. But just because it was cancer shouldn't mean that I support him more than somebody who has a invisible illness. We should be supporting people and knowing that what they go through is like having the flu. on top of a horrible sinus infection every single day. Every single day, the lights may be too bright, noise may be too bright, central nervous system can't handle something dropping in the kitchen, or it's not something we did though. It's not something that we did. We trusted medical doctors. Medical doctors don't have all the answers either. They don't research this stuff. They're just trained to prescribe. Some doctors are good and meaningful. Other doctors could care less. It's all about money. The world is a big, horrible, vicious cycle. Money makes the world go around, and people don't care how they hurt other people as long as they're making money. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing to do to people. I couldn't go to bed at night knowing on my conscience that I got where I am. Let's just say that I'm this famous person. And knowing that I stepped on somebody else or made their life destroyed because I wanted to just get 2 steps ahead due to money. It's sickening. But this is the reality of the world. And most of us didn't know about benzos. I know people who are nurses that this happened to, doctors, people that follow me on Twitter, anesthesiologists, writers, journalists, fashion models, artists. I mean, people come from all walks of life, black, white, old, young. It doesn't matter. It doesn't discriminate against anybody. So please be kind to your family. Know that this struggle is real. It's a long-term illness that could take anywhere from 6 months to 6 years to heal. It depends on the person, what they were on, and what's happened to them. Everybody's journey is different. So be kind to one another, please. Not just for, benzos, just every day. It should not be that hard to be kind to people. It takes just as much energy to say, hey, you look great today, than to say, hey, you're ugly. I mean, let's be real. Yeah, we might feel that way inside, and we feel ugly and horrid and hated inside. Cutting somebody else down isn't going to make us feel better. And that's how bullying starts. We all know this, whether you're a parent or you're a teen, So, like I said, be kind to each other. It's a tough journey. If there's any videos y'all want me to do, leave it down below in the comment section. Any questions? I'm thinking about doing a part 2. I did a Q&A once a long time ago. I was still struggling pretty bad. And I'm thinking about doing a Q&A part 2. So any questions you have, leave them down below and I'd be happy to answer them. And again, stay positive, stay supported, and don't give up. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.